Hi boys and girls, welcome back to another edition of Mrs. Maz's Reading and Research Corner. Today for your animal reports, I am going to read to you about dolphins and porpoises. Now as I read this to you, I'm going to highlight certain sections. This is a table of contents and there's a lot of information in this book. I'm not going to take the time to read every page, but I've highlighted pages that I think will be useful in your graphic organizer. So it would be ideal for you to take some notes as I read, but one of the great things about videos is that you can pause them, you can rewind them, and you can watch them again. So if there's anything that you want to go back to, it's here for you. Let's begin. Dolphins and porpoises are intelligent animals that live in the world's seas and rivers. Although they have a fish-like body and flippers, they do not have gills like fish. Instead, they have a pair of lungs. This means that unlike fish, they have to come to the surface of the water to breathe. Dolphins and porpoises live in groups called pods, which can be very large. There's a big pod. Even large dolphins like to leap out of the water when they swim to the surface. Here's a picture of a different kind of dolphin. Marine mammals. Dolphins and porpoises are mammals. This means that the females give birth to live young and feed them milk. Unlike most other mammals, dolphins and porpoises do not have body hair. Their skin is sleek, smooth, and rubbery to the touch. They belong to a group of mammals called cetaceans, which includes whales, sows, bulls, and calves. Dolphins and porpoises live in family groups. The female is called a sow, the male is a bull, and the young are called calves. Dolphins are mammals that have flippers instead of legs. Dolphin and porpoise types. There are 37 types or species of dolphins and 6 types of porpoise. All porpoises live in the sea, while 5 species of dolphins live in rivers. Dolphins or porpoise. As dolphins and porpoises look very similar, the best way to tell them apart is to look at their teeth. Dolphins have sharp, cone-shaped teeth, while porpoises have spade-shaped teeth. A spade is like something you dig with, so they're kind of round and then they come to a point and then they go back down. I'm going to skip the river dolphins. Finding dolphins and porpoises. Now we're talking about where do they live. Dolphins and porpoises live in all of the world's oceans and seas, even in the very cold waters of the Arctic. Some, such as the common dolphin and bottlenose dolphin, are found around the world. Others are only found in certain oceans. The Pacific white-sided dolphin, for example, only lives in the Pacific Ocean. Shallow or deep water. Some dolphins and porpoises, such as harbor porpoises and the vaquita, prefer to stay close to land in shallow water. The vaquita is a type of porpoise that lives in lagoons off the west coast of Mexico. The Risso's dolphin, on the other hand, prefers to live in deeper waters far out to sea. And here's one that the Amazon River dolphin lives in the Amazon and Orinoco rivers of South America. Saltwater and freshwater. River dolphins are found in many large rivers, including the Amazon in South America, the Indus in Pakistan, and the Ganges in India. These dolphins are named after the river in which they live. The Amazon River dolphin, which can survive in saltwater and freshwater, is often seen in the Amazon estuary. Here, the fresh river water mixes with the salty seawater. And here is a map of where dolphins are found. You can see the green are the continents, and this pink is ocean, and they live all throughout all of the oceans. And then there's also some dots, and dots are pretty small. The dots are for the different rivers that are within the continents. Living in pods. Most pods contain about 10 dolphins or porpoises, although the biggest pods can have many thousands of animals in them. A typical pod is made up of mothers and their calves together with a few bulls. Sometimes a pod is formed from dolphins or porpoises that are not related. Hunting together. When out hunting, a pod communicates by whistling. Sometimes pods join together to form large hunting herds. If a mother joins a hunting group, her calves are often looked after by other sows in the pod. And here, the tiger shark is a predator of dolphins and porpoises. That's a fact you're going to need for your report. This pod of spinner dolphins is made up of sows, calves, and a few bulls. Leaving the pod. A calf is cared for by its mother for the first 2 years of its life, sometimes even longer. After this, a female calf usually stays in her mother's pod, while a male calf joins another pod. It's a fun fact. A dolphin's main enemies are sharks and orcas, or killer whales. When under attack, members of a pod work together to chase off a predator. A life in the water. Dolphins and porpoises spend their whole life in the water, rising to the surface to breathe. When they surface, they open the blowhole on the top of their head and let out the air in their lungs with a spurt. This blows away water in their blowhole so that when they breathe in again, no water gets into their lungs. Keeping warm. It is important for dolphins and porpoises to keep their body temperature at 96 degrees Fahrenheit. This is almost the same temperature as a human being. To do this, dolphins and porpoises have a thick layer of fat under their skin called blubber. It traps the heat in their body and keeps them warm in cold ocean waters. Dolphins come to the surface to breathe every 2 minutes or so. When necessary, however, they can hold their breath for longer. And here's a close-up of the blowhole. It's a good shot, isn't it? A dolphin's blowhole is on top of the head, behind its bulging forehead. Dolphin fun fact, the deepest dive recorded for a bottlenose dolphin is 1,000 feet. This was made by a dolphin named Tuffy, who was kept by the United States Navy. Swimming. That's something they have to do a lot of. The dolphin's torpedo-shaped body is perfect for swimming. Its smooth surface allows it to move easily through the water at high speed. The dolphin uses its powerful tail to push itself forward and its 2 flippers to steer and brake. The skin of a dolphin is hairless and very smooth. And fun fact, the Dall's porpoise, which can reach speeds of about 35 miles an hour, is the world's fastest porpoise. Spinning through the air. I would encourage you to look up spinner dolphins if you want to see some fun footage of these animals swimming and flying through the air as they twirl. Most dolphins and porpoises enjoy hurling themselves out of the water and leaping in the air. The spinner dolphin in particular is a particular acrobat that can leap and spin 7 times in the air before entering the water again. Some scientists think spinner dolphins do this to shake off fish called remoras, or suckerfish, that stick to their skin. Feeding. Dolphins and porpoises are carnivores, or meat eaters. They mainly eat fish such as anchovies, mackerel, herring, and cod, as well as squid. Swallowed whole. Dolphins and porpoises have small, sharp teeth which they use to grip a fish's slippery body. As they cannot chew, dolphins and porpoises swallow small fish whole. Before swallowing, however, they carefully position the fish head first to prevent the spines along the back of the fish from sticking in their throat. If a fish is too large to swallow whole, dolphins will rip it up before swallowing it in pieces. Dolphins eat a wide variety of fish. There's some fish there. Dolphins have as many as 90 small cone-shaped teeth. I'll try to give you a close-up of their cone-shaped teeth. Fun fact, a bottlenose dolphin eats 45 pounds of fish a day, the weight of 12 chickens. That might be about what some of you weigh. Senses. Dolphins and porpoises use their senses to find their way around and catch their prey. They do not have a sense of smell, but their ears, which are inside their skull, give dolphins and porpoises excellent hearing. Most dolphins and porpoises also have good eyesight, apart from the river dolphin. The Ganges river dolphin is blind. Echolocation. I want you to see that word. You know the word echo, right? Bats use echolocation too. Dolphins and porpoises can see in the water using sound. This is called echolocation and is similar to sonar used by submarines. Whistles and clicks. The dolphin uses its melon to produce a lot of the whistles and clicks. These sounds must pass through the water and bounce off things to make the echoes that the dolphin uses for echolocation. By listening to these echoes, a dolphin can work out exactly where things are. The melon is found in the bulging forehead of dolphins and porpoises, so right about here where it kind of bumps up. Hunting. Dolphins and porpoises use echolocation to find their fish prey. When the members of a pod come across a shoal of fish, that's like a group of fish, they surround it so that the shoal cannot escape. Then one or two members of the pod start to swim through the middle to catch the fish. This dolphin is splitting a shoal of fish by swimming through the middle. Helping the fishermen. Sometimes dolphins chase fish into shallow water where they are easier to catch. In a town in Brazil, dolphins help the fishermen catch fish. The fishermen stand on the shore with their nets in the shallow waters while the dolphins drive fish into their nets. The fishermen make sure the dolphins get some of the fish. Communication. Dolphins and porpoises can make many sounds to communicate, including squeaks, grunts, trills, and even moans. These sounds travel quickly through water, sometimes over long distances. Scientists believe each dolphin has its own type of whistle sound and that many dolphins can recognize each other by the sound they make. Dolphins are very talkative and call to each other all the time. Here's one you can almost see their teeth a little better, cone-shaped teeth. Slapping the water. Dolphins and porpoises also communicate by touching and headbutting each other or by leaping out of the water. After leaping, they may slap the surface of the water with their tail to make a noise that other dolphins or porpoises will hear. Dolphins make a lot of noise when they crash down into the water's surface. Fun fact, when a calf is born, its mother whistles to it many times. She does this so that her calf learns to recognize her whistle and will always be able to find her even among a lot of other dolphins. It's like knowing your mother's voice. Under threat. Dolphins and porpoises, especially river dolphins, are under threat all around the world. Each year, thousands are killed by hunters or die in fishing nets. Some dolphins even die from lack of food because people have taken too many fish from the waters where they feed. Pollution from chemicals and sewage also harms many dolphins and porpoises. And this is a rare vaquita, the ones found in Mexico. This porpoise was caught up in a fisherman's net and drowned. Because remember, they have to surface to get their air. If they can't surface, they can't breathe. Sorry, I have a very squeaky door that is blowing open. Helping dolphins and porpoises. There are many organizations, such as the Whale and Dolphin Conservation Society, that are working to safeguard dolphins and porpoises. More and more marine nature reserves now also exist where the dolphins and porpoises are protected from hunting and fishing. Many fishermen are now helping us by using helping by using special nets and fishing lines that do not trap dolphins and porpoises. Dolphin watching trips are popular with tourists in many parts of the world. In fact, when I was in Hawaii, I did a special swimming with the dolphins. So we got dropped in the water, and then the dolphins would swim above us or below us, and they would just whiz by. They didn't seem to care about us, but it was so fascinating to watch. Fun fact, the rarest porpoise is the vaquita, of which there are only 200 still alive. These are found in the Gulf of California. And we'll talk about the life cycle. A female dolphin is ready to breed when she is 4 to 8 years of age. She is pregnant for 1 year and gives birth to a single calf. She may have a calf every 2 to 4 years. The smaller dolphins and porpoises do not live as long as the larger ones. For example, the small harbor porpoise lives for about 15 years, while the bigger bottlenose dolphin can live for 25. And here's a young calf hiding under its mother, an older calf with an adult, and then a full-grown adult. So I hope you enjoyed learning more about dolphins. If you would like any more information out of this book, I would be happy to have a Zoom meeting with you and go through it with you or help you on your animal report. All you need to do if you would like that support is to send me an email to smazza@husd.com, and I will respond to your request, and if you want, we can set up a time and we can work together. So I hope to hear from you, and good luck on your report. Bye.